Hi everybody, I'm Ryan, and I want to pay homage today to the top 5 artists in Magic the Gathering. And I don't necessarily mean the top 5 best, I mean the top 5 people that have contributed the most art to Magic the Gathering cards. And just do a quick little blurb about them and maybe some of the famous cards that they drew, or painted, or watercolor, or finger painted, I don't know them. The 5th most prolific artist is Christopher Muller. Christopher Muller is a writer and painter specializing primarily in comic books and graphic novels. He started art professionally in 1991, writing and painting Rocketman, King of the Rocketmen, and also working on Interview with the Vampire, Iron Emperors, Faith Conquerors, Hard Looks, did some James Bond covers, and some Star Wars covers. He also wrote and painted his second graphic novel called Iron Empires, Shiva's War, and Helix. Also did some covers for Batman, specifically for Shadow of the Bat. He wrote and painted JLA, A League of One, and JLA Classified Cold Steel. Also worked on Vertigo and Lucifer. Now he also worked on the Aberrant game books as far as like the gaming industry is concerned. Worked on the World of Warcraft trading card game. Worked on packaging art for Axis and Allies miniatures. And did the artwork for Burning Empires, which is based off of his comic book, Iron Empires. But what we're here for is Magic the Gathering, where as of recording this video, he has worked on 255 Magic the Gathering cards. The most popular card being Lightning Bolt. Like the original Lightning Bolt was drawn by Christopher Muller. Pretty cool. The 4th most prolific Magic the Gathering artist is Greg Staples. Greg Staples is most well known for his work on the Weekly British comic 2000 AD, specifically on Judge Dredd. He's drawn for numerous comic books, including Batman and Spider-Man, had worked on cards for Hearthstone, and did some cover art for Dungeons & Dragons, specifically the Races of Faerun, and Fantastic Locations Dragon Down Grotto. He started his career as a trainee draftsman in an architect's office before moving towards the gaming industry, and has contributed, as of the recording of this video, 272 arts to Magic the Gathering cards. Some of the more popular cards that he drew/painted was Baneslayer Angel, Torok, Dread Cantor, and Gaddock Teague. Pretty cool. The 3rd most prolific writer is Dan Scott. Dan Scott was inspired by Dungeons & Dragons art, which got him into fantasy art, and fell in love with Magic the Gathering while he was pursuing art in college, even getting an opportunity to work on Champions of Kamigawa and many more from then on. He also worked for Marvel, DC, and Dark Horse Comics, as well as Blizzard Entertainment, Games Workshop, Paizo Publishing, and Upper Deck. His most popular cards include Ponder, like the original one, and Solemn Simulacrum. And to this date, he has contributed 275 arts to Magic the Gathering cards. The 2nd most prolific artist is Pete Ventress. Pete Ventress has worked for Wizards of the Coast freelance since 1993, even being a part of Magic the Gathering's creative department from Alliances until Urza Saga, which kind of sets Pete Ventress aside just a little bit, specifically focusing on keeping consistencies. So he created storylines, art depictions, flavor texts, and a lot of card names. As of this point, Pete Ventress has created 282 artworks in Magic the Gathering, his most popular being Pith and Needle. And the person that has created the most Magic the Gathering arts by quite a large margin with 436 is Kevin Kev Walker. Now, Kevin works mostly on 2000 AD and Warhammer comics and is working for Marvel Comics, mostly focusing on the Judge Dredd stories. Also Rogue Trooper, ABC Warriors, and Judge Anderson. Also writing some stories like Demonifuge and The Inspector. He's known for a glossy painted style that just looks amazing. Also worked on The Legion at DC Comics, and then moved over to Marvel, which included Annihilation. He also worked on Marvel Zombies, Realm of Kings Imperial Guard, and was the main artist on Thunderbolts. Now, having so many cards, I could list a lot of different extremely popular cards Kev Walker created, but Damnation, Llanowar Elves, and Rancor are among my favorite. So there you have the 5 most prolific artists in Magic the Gathering. If you like videos like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.